Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the class of 1923 arena. Drexel hockey, after a 35-day break, is back. Bob Long here is your play-by-play guy. We have Mike Crisafulli back behind the camera. Excited to be back calling Dragons hockey in what is a great non-league matchup here tonight. The Bulls of the University of Buffalo traveling down from upstate New York to take on Drexel in a matchup of two ACHA national tournament teams last year. The Bulls won the NECHL and went in as the 19th seed in the national tournament. Drexel, winners of the ECHA, went in as the 20th seed. Both of those teams unable to advance past that first round last year, and you know that both of these teams have that as a goal and as an expectation coming into the 2018-2019 campaign. Both teams with great records. Buffalo coming in 14-5-1-1. Drexel doing very, very well. 16 wins on the season. It's one of their best starts that they've had in a very long time. In ECHA play, the Dragons are looking up at the Rams of Westchester University. These two games serve as a prelude to possibly the biggest weekend of the season for Drexel, which will be next weekend on the road at Westchester, followed by at home against Navy. Both of those teams top two in the standings, and Drexel trying to catch Westchester even in the loss column with Navy, and the two rivalry games that you think of most when you think of Dragons hockey. But they're going to get one heck of a matchup here tonight. Ian Shorthouse in net has been nothing short of spectacular for the Bulls, who will be dressed in their royal blues. Some great-looking sweaters out there tonight for the Bulls. In net for Drexel, Jeremy Wick, who had a great first half of the year. Excited to see what Wick's going to be able to do against an onslaught that's going to come from this University of Buffalo team. It's a very talented roster. Drexel, equally talented as well. It's going to be a great non-league matchup, getting everybody back to campus, back on the ice, back on the skates, and we're excited to have you all back here on the Drexel Hockey Network. We're now going to send it down to the ice to the public address announcer for the introductions and the national anthem. Drexel University versus the University of Buffalo next here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long here on play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli on the camera. Drexel dressed in the home golds with the blue shoulders. University of Buffalo dressed in the royal blue with the white stripes over the shoulders. Should be a great matchup. The Bulls of Buffalo 14-5-1-1. Drexel comes in 16-3-1-1 on the year. 35 days in between games here for Drexel. A long break over the New Year's holiday. And the second half of the season, almost a new season in many ways, begins here tonight. And we're underway here in this non-league matchup. NECHL, represented by the University of Buffalo, and the ECHA represented by Drexel. We are underway. Pass came straight across onto the stick of number 8, Cameron Lieber, and now into the back netting. William Schaefer, number 2, got a touch as well. The 5'8", 165-pound defenseman. He's the guy we're looking for here this evening. A +7 on the year. And on the front lines here for the Buffalo Bulls. Drexel works this one around. First look for Aaron Carmichael, number 8, in the starting lineup for Drexel here tonight. He spent a good half of the first half of the season sidelined with an injury. An early ice will bring it back the other way. Drexel in the yellow, Buffalo in the royal blue. Jeremy Wick in net for the Drexel Dragons. Comes in with a 3.26 goals against average, 900 save percentage, and he's 11-3-1 on the year. Buffalo works that one back behind the net. Drexel back there to get it. Carmichael on the puck but can't get onto it. Will Stryker, number 5, fed it back in, but only for a moment. Here's Kyle Weller flipping it up once he gets to the red line. Half change coming here for the Drexel Dragons. Austin Bianchi hit into the wall, but he's able to get the puck out. And now we have a whistle. Offside as Drexel will now take the faceoff outside the zone. The Buffalo Bulls, the 2008 NECHL regular season and tournament champs, made it to the national tournament of the ACHA. Lost their first round game to Davenport last year. Drexel, in a similar fate, won their conference. The ECHA went to the national tournament as the 20th seed nationally and lost to UNLV. Cross-ice pass goes beyond the stick of Bianchi and now out to center. James Schickling able to move the puck behind the net. Loss of a stick, and there's a penalty going to go against Drexel. A slash will go against Drexel. That's the reason the stick went on the ice. And first man advantage of the evening for the University of Buffalo. Nobody seems to want to claim this one. No one heading to the penalty box, but they're going to pull somebody. And it's going to be Cameron Neely, number 25. Kyle Weller will take the face-off. Opposing him is Michael Lask, 20 points on the year, 8 goals. And a real key for this Buffalo Bulls team. Cole Schiffman feeds it back behind the net. Buffalo maintains possession at the far circle. Schiffman working hard, as is Lask, who's on the puck now. They elect not to go back to the point, dropping it back for Wesley Austin. Woodruff feeds it back to the top of the circle. Now down low. They can't get the shot off. Wick made an initial save. It's still loose in front. Carmichael able to get just enough on it, and he sends it down the ice. 1:28 to go on the man advantage for Buffalo. They'll build on the carrying stick of Wesley Austin, who feeds it across. Michael Lask pokes it right by the defender for Drexel, and now is taken off his skates. Drexel looking to clear, and they will. It hits the skate of the official, opens up an opportunity. Save made there by Shorthouse. On the look from Nathan Runk. Drexel given a golden opportunity as the skate of the official got right in the way, prevented it from going all the way down. And now a whistle. Face-off will come inside the Drexel offensive zone. The penalty goes against the Buffalo Bulls. Number 11, Tanner Woodruff to the box. Dylan Hart, the captain, wins the face-off. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 52 seconds. Save made right in the gullet by Ian Shorthouse. Two of the better teams across ACHA hockey and a non-regional matchup. That shot whisked wide there. Hart has it on his stick now. Hart goes to the backhand, goes into the side of the net. They have to poke it out of the net, and they do. Wyeth Cool gets it right back. His shot is deflected just wide, getting a stick on it there with the captain, Hart. Nicholas Urbani, the wrister, is sticked up and into the netting. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 27 seconds, still scoreless. A little more than 3 minutes into this one. We mentioned Ian Shorthouse. Goals against average of 1.95 on the year. Save percentage of .927. As good as it gets at this level. Cross-ice pass comes onto the stick of Michael Last. They don't have a lot of numbers, and it bleeds off his stick. Buffalo keeps it in. Nice move there. McGinley was there, and it now finds its way out of the zone. And they lose an edge. Here's McGinley coming onto it. That shot from an off angle is saved by Shorthouse. And with that, Drexel is now at full strength. They have a minute of a power play, 5-on-4, with Kyle Weller, James Schickling, Eugene Lim, Aaron Carmichael all out on the ice, joined by defenseman Mike Churchvara, who has the puck on his stick now. That one went off the post. Through a lot of traffic. Shorthouse never saw it. Buffalo desperately looking to clear. They have the puck on their stick and fire it all the way down. What a look there. Great disruption in front by Weller and the other forwards for Drexel. Mike Churchvara glides all the way into the zone. He'll spin it back. Carmichael is at the point. Glides into the slot. That shot is deflected, never got to Shorthouse, and it'll find its way out of the zone. Drexel touches up Eugene Lim. Carries it in himself. Lim taken down. Stays with the puck on his blade. Churchvara. Churchvara's shot is deflected wide. And spinning and firing it, but not out of the zone, was Cameron Lever. Saved there. And now Carmichael had the puck taken off his stick as the penalty expired. 2-on-1. Great play there by Mike Churchvara, laying himself down on the ice. Into the neutral zone here. Buffalo works back up the ice. Chris DiCarlo just came on for a shift, and easily into the catching glove was the shot from Jordan Wanchuk. 14:54 to play. We go back and forth early on here, and this one still scoreless. Drexel carries it out of the zone. Good stick lift there by the Bulls, and they feed it back into the zone. Gianluca Travia, number 15, back there to get it for Drexel. Bangs it off the boards. Kyle Fiore loses the puck, and Buffalo comes up with it. Not a lot of great spacing there, so they'll elect to spin it back behind the net. Working his way forward is Tanner Woodruff, number 11, on the forecheck. And Buffalo has it. Puck is loose back behind the net. Good work by the Bulls here on this forecheck. DiCarlo comes up with it. Drexel trying to clear, still struggling, and now finally lifted by Fiore. Woodruff flips it high once he gets to the red line. On the chase now is number 4, Alex Bauer. Bauer got there initially. Nice stick in there by Drexel to clear it. And now finally into the neutral zone. Dylan Hart, the captain, number 5, and now a penalty will come against Drexel. Cameron Lieber was mixed up with Gianluca Travia, the defenseman for Drexel. Ended up being Travia on top of Lieber, and Travia escorted to the sin bin. Dylan Hart getting an explanation from the referee. And Drexel's going to need to get at least another guy out there. And they do. They're going to send James Schickling and Cameron Neely out there, along with Mike Church-Vera. And it looks like Jim Mikulik, the assistant captain. Face-off won by the Bulls. They have 2 minutes to work with on the power play. Now Drexel gets that easy clear. Buffalo a little bit lackadaisical with that puck. Now Bulls come back up the ice. Wesley Austin with the cross-ice pass. Fed right ahead and now in. Number 19, Cole Schiffman, has trouble with that puck, but able to maintain control. Woodruff up at the point. Extra pass comes across, and they continue to work it around. Back behind the net, Wesley Austin. Sent ahead here, Jacob Cantor off for Woodruff. Woodruff's shot is blocked. Great play by James Schickling, but now he's behind the puck. Sent right across. Saved by Jeremy Wick. How is that saved? My goodness. Wick had a lot of that net open. He didn't quite get to the other post all that quickly, but he got his body where it needed to be. The shot perhaps a little bit too far from that near post, and Wick came over to get it. We remain scoreless. Now Jacob Cantor for Buffalo works it back behind the net to Cole Schiffman. Into the slot. Woodruff for Cantor, and back to Woodruff in the slot. Now at the far circle to the near circle. That shot never got off the stick of Jacob Cantor. Schiffman still back there. 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Woodruff thought about winding up. Well, he did wind up, and he thought about shooting it. Buffalo with patience here. Nearly give it away. Nice job by Michael Lask. Lask drops that off right on the goal line. And Buffalo continues to work. Top of the circle. Cross-ice pass was behind the stick of Wesley Austin. Brings it into the circle. Deflected up. And there was a high stick. And it's now waved off. Buffalo comes in front. Saved there by Wick. He never gave up his post. Only 5 seconds left on this power play. Drexel has not relented. They've only gotten the one clear. A lot of time in this zone with the puck for Buffalo. Now full strength as McGinley is back out on the ice. Turning with it is Schickman. A lot of tired legs out there for the Dragons, including Nicholas Urbani, who works to fight the puck free. 3 Bulls are on the forecheck. 2 Dragons on defense. Drexel desperately looking to clear. They have possession. It's whipped around, and it will find its way out of the zone. Will they have time for a change? Only 2 can come off here for Drexel. Christopher Hagan and Dylan Hart are on. Nicholas Urbani gets his stick on the puck. It's flipped up but not out. Comes into the circle. Shot. Save made there by Wick. 11:09 to play. Full strength, but Drexel still has not gotten their 2 defenders off, and now the referee lost sight of the puck. It's blown dead as the puck rolls to the back wall. Good hockey game thus far. It'll be Wesley Austin, and he'll win that faceoff against Patrick McGinley. Austin has the puck on his stick. Comes behind the goal line, sent right in front, it was deflected, and now here comes Dylan Hart. Drexel don't have the numbers, and they're still looking to get, well, they did get that change before that last faceoff. And a big hit there by Jim Mikulik. Got the elbow up high, no call. And now Church-Vera will glide back. McGinley gets a touch and then loses possession. Austin. Austin shoots. It comes up high and like a shortstop, Jeremy Wick makes the catch on the Texas Leaguer. .10:24 to play. Still scoreless from class of 1923 Arena. Drexel against Buffalo. Buffalo, a team that multiple times over the last, let's say, 10 years has been rumored to be moving up to the NCAA Division I ranks. Hasn't happened, but still one of those great programs that you think about at the ACHA level. Churchvara didn't get it off his stick well. He nearly whiffed. And here comes number 2, William Schaefer. Schaefer dropped it back. What a hit there by Jim Mikulik. And Schaefer is going to come to the bench. Mikulik has absolutely crushed 2 Bulls thus far here tonight. 35 days he's been on break. He could not wait to get it back out here on the ice. Now full change here for Drexel. DiCarlo takes a good piece as well out of a member of the Bulls. And the Bulls are falling all over the place. Eugene Lim lost the puck. Lim is going to be able to get it back and keep it in the zone. Flip back in front. Schickling, nice pad save made there by Shorthouse. Now another off-angle shot was deflected and went across the crease. Drexel with sustained pressure here. That shot was blocked. Gianluca Travi gets back to the point and keeps it in the zone. Now flipped off the sideboards, Eugene Lim. Lim sends it back behind the net. It came in front. Lim, shot! Saved off the crossbar! And Shorthouse is all over it. He got the initial save. It popped up and right off the crossbar. Are you kidding me? Now look at Shorthouse, who's got to catch his breath. .855, we've had 2 posts and a crossbar, and we got no score. Now Kyle Weller had his stick on it. Nice play there by the University of Buffalo and Wesley Austin. Aaron Carmichael, we mentioned earlier, his first game back after spending the vast majority of the first half of the season injured. Michael Napier, number 25, gives it away in a bad spot. Here's Weller, number 27, turning with it. Corkery's shot never got to net. Off the side netting. Carmichael was on his backside, somehow got a piece of it. It came right off the pad of Shorthouse. And then a Drexel golden opportunity, but couldn't quite thread the needle on the off-angle shot. Face-off won again by Drexel, starting to control things here in the second half of this first period. Carmichael on the sideboards. Carmichael whiffs, and now an opportunity here for Buffalo. Well done there by Schaefer just to touch it into the zone to keep Buffalo from being offside, and now they go on the forecheck. Michael Lask on the sideboards. Schiffman. Nice deflection by Drexel. Now here comes number 19, Jamie Crane. Crane will feed it back behind the net. Drexel will get a half change. Wesley Cool, I should say Wyeth Cool back behind the net. Crane launches himself into the defender, and a good hit there again for the Dragons. William Schaefer turns on it, corralled into the boards there by Mike Churchvara. Churchvara has the stick on it. Drexel is going to be able to clear it. Nice job by Shorthouse. He's able to get rid of that puck and control things. Now it comes back right to the front of the crease, and he covers up. .7:15 to go first period. A beautiful night for hockey in a great barn. The class of 1923 arena, one of the more unique venues that you'll see. Both penalty boxes right next to each other. We saw that come into play once already tonight. Benches on the opposing sides of the ice, and a tremendous atmosphere here in Center City, Philadelphia. Patrick McGinley and Hart tried to control that puck, but here comes Buffalo the other way. What a hit there by Jim Mikulik. That's the third crushing hit. Now here's Dylan Hart, all alone. Hart saved by Shorthouse. He tried to go 5-hole. Hart thought he had that opening, But Shorthouse closed the house. Locking all windows and doors. It's 0-0. And now Drexel working hard. Won the face-off and sent it wide of net there. Comes back to the neutral zone. And give it away. Here's an opportunity, 2-on-none, and they can't get the stick on it. That flutter just high over the stick of Austin. Now back in front for Wick. Puck is loose in front. Travia got it wide to the boards. Drexel looking to clear. McCutcheon is flinged into the wall by Jim Mikulik, who's having one heck of a night. But now a giveaway by Mikulik. That one was deflected and went just wide. Under 6 minutes to go. Deflected, never got to net. Michael Corkery tried to get his stick on the puck. Now a shot. What a save by Jeremy Wick. Through a ton of traffic. Penzak had eyes for the net, but Jeremy Wick other ideas. Tremendous lateral movement across the crease and a great save by the goaltender for the Dragons, Jeremy Wick. And it's been a clinic in between the pipes on both sides here tonight. Another save, sticked wide there by Jeremy Wick. Wyeth Kuhl is pushed into the boards. Austin Bianchi is in there on the forecheck for Buffalo. Bianchi gets the puck, couldn't get it in front of the net. Jeremy Wick again tested. Bianchi can't keep it in. Tanner Woodruff has it now in the neutral zone. Carrying on, Michael Napier. Napier sent across. Bounced in front. Nobody there for Buffalo for the rebound. Kyle Weller spins it behind for the Dragons. Good hit there by Buffalo, making things difficult on the Dragons, and a big hit there. Austin Bianchi goes down. And we have a stoppage with 5:01 to play. This is the most physical I've seen this Drexel Dragons team be all year. Certainly 2 minor infractions to go along with it, but really neither of those penalties came on those hits, so they're hitting clean. They're clearing space, and they're doing it all legally. That's a big part of this game here. Cole Schiffman. They were looking to reconnect with Schiffman on the long pass. Nice job by number 6, Chris DiCarlo. Now this will come in on Shorthouse, and DiCarlo will put some snow right into the face of Shorthouse. And as you can imagine, Buffalo doesn't take too kindly to it. And DiCarlo was called for a penalty on that. Boy, that's unbelievable. The whistle goes. He stops short. He didn't touch him. Certainly the intent there was to put a little snow into the face. A little gamesmanship there from Chris DiCarlo, but he's called for the 2-minute minor. Shot saved by Wick. On the backside, goal by Buffalo. Michael Lask, his 9th goal of the year. And just 8 seconds into the power play, the Bulls make it 1-0. Certainly worth mentioning on that penalty. It wasn't something that immediately came to my eye to say, that's a 2-minute minor right there. He stopped short of the goaltender. Certainly blew some ice shavings up near the face. But again, that whistle doesn't blow until Shorthouse covers up that puck. That call made, I think, unnecessarily. And Buffalo, to their credit, immediately takes advantage. And it's 1-0 here from the class of 1923 Arena. Buffalo has the lead. Austin Bianchi carries on. Tracked every step of the way by Gianluca Travia. And now the puck, Travia didn't know where the puck was. Comes back up to the point, saved in the zone there by Buffalo. Bradley Crane loses the puck, sent right across. It was over the intended stick of Bianchi. Buffalo able to keep it in right at the line. Now losing an edge was number 14, Victor McCutcheon, and Drexel is able to carry on. There's a member of the Bulls back down behind the play, and only now will they stop it. So a member of the Buffalo Bulls is down behind the play. Looks like Cameron Lieber, number 8. And we'll have an extended stoppage here as Lieber is struggling at the near side circle in the Buffalo offensive zone. .340 to play in this first period. University of Buffalo 1, Drexel University 0. You are watching Drexel University Hockey here on the Drexel Hockey Network. You can find us on the Drexel Hockey Twitter. That's at Drexel Hockey. Or on our YouTube page, you can find that link through any of our Twitter handle and tweets that you'll see. And it is good to see number 8, Cameron Lieber, coming off the ice. He does need some help and isn't putting a ton of weight on that left leg, unfortunately. So with that stoppage, Drexel was carrying the puck down the ice in their offensive zone, so that's where the faceoff will come at the far side circle. Cameron Neely will take the faceoff against number 15, Michael Lask. Drexel dressed in the yellow, moving from right to left. 1-0 Bulls as Drexel controlled that faceoff, but only for a second. Good stick lift there by Will Stryker, number 5. Church-Vera comes up on it and sends that one wide of the net. Schaefer, number 2, is on it. It's whipped around now by Tyler Bennett, but still not out. Cole Schiffman, and nice stick in there by Eugene Lim, who sends it right across as he spun and fired it. Now this will get out to the neutral zone. Jim Mikulik loses the puck. Will Stryker tried to find Schaefer, really an easy pass there, and then he eluded the stick. Now Mike Church-Vera. He'll carry it all the way into the zone until he flips it up. Chasing after it is Eugene Lim. Lim, one of the most proficient scorers for this Drexel Dragons team and one of the fastest skaters. Church-Vera, that one is deflected and went just high of the net. Cameron Neely back behind the net doing yeoman's work on the forecheck. Wyeth Kuhl tries to pump it right back in, but Schaefer was there. Great play by number 2 for Buffalo, William Schaefer. 2:27 to play. Buffalo with that 1-goal lead. Will Stryker gives away the puck. Jamie Crane trying to make something happen here, but Buffalo is now going to carry it up. Stryker. Now it's flipped up onto the stick of William Schaefer. Schaefer whiffed on that one. Now Wesley Austin has it. He can't get it back to Schaefer. Buffalo will set up the offense, but that's kicked off the skate of Tyler Bennett. And here comes Nicholas Urbani. Turning and firing the shot. Aaron Carmichael didn't get a lot on that one. Urbani back behind the net, sent right in front. Puck is loose and onto the stabbing glove of Ian Shorthouse. 1:44 to play, first period. Drexel trails Buffalo 1-0 here in this non-league game. Buffalo out of the NECHL. 14-5, 1-1 on the year. Drexel 16-3, 1-1 on the season. Now in front, and they can't get the shot on. McGinley, good work to pry that puck loose. Dylan Hart is in there on the forecheck. Turning with it now is Tanner Woodruff. Woodruff up ice for Austin Penzak. Penzak taken down, and up comes another penalty, the fourth minor of the first period against Drexel. And it's been the bugaboo of this Drexel team in the latter stages of November and into December. They were having a lot of problems keeping guys out of the penalty box, and that's one where Wyeth Cool, that's a reach penalty. It's one where he was beaten on the play and forced to reach there and took down number 20 on the play, Austin Penzak. Now Woodruff feeds across, shot goes wide off the stick of Jacob Canner. Woodruff gets it back. And now pulling it is Wesley Austin. Michael Lask. Woodruff at the point, back for Lask. They work behind for Austin. Set in front, good stick in there by Drexel. Drexel looking to clear. And they will. Here's Michael Churchvara. Churchvara brings it all the way in. Back behind the net, and he draws a penalty, a tripping penalty coming up against Wesley Austin with 42.9 seconds to play here in the first period, and it'll be 4-on-4 hockey the rest of the way. So that's one where Mike Churchvara had a decision to make. He could have simply fired it down the ice and lived to see another day, but he saw daylight, skated it all the way down, and forced the issue to draw that penalty. Tremendous job by Churchvara. That shot goes just wide. Nudged ahead. Penzak has it now. Penzak left it off, and barreling into the net was number 13, Austin Bianchi. Great defense that time by the Dragons to really hound Bianchi all the way down the ice, because that was the natural pass. And certainly Penzak found him. But he was ridden the whole way there, illegally so. Lost an edge and found his way into the back of the net. We got one puck and one bull in the back of the net thus far, and that is all. Churchvara, nice job there to block that intended pass, but saved right at the point. Wick holds the line. Great job there to stay on that post. 9 seconds left. Drexel will hoist it back up the ice. Down to 3 seconds. Down to 2. And that's going to be it. 20 minutes in the books. Buffalo 1, Drexel nothing. A good back and forth period. Buffalo scores their goal on the power play just 8 seconds into the penalty to Chris DiCarlo. Well, we've had certainly a great game thus far. Open ice abounds. Great goaltending on both sides, and 40 minutes of that to come after these messages. Stay tuned. We'll have interviews that we did before the season with the Drexel Dragons hockey players for your entertainment. Stay with us here on the Drexel Hockey Network. 1-0 Bulls after 20.
Hello everybody, welcome to Drexel TV. I am Jeremy Wick, pre-junior goalie on the team. I am here with two boys. Let them introduce themselves.
I'm Mike Churchvara. I'm a junior defenseman, number 4. I'm the alternate captain, the better looking one, and everything else.
And hi guys, I'm Jim Miklick. I'm a senior on the team, defenseman. Mike's my D partner, unfortunately, but hey, it works well. I'm also an assistant captain, and happy to be talking to you guys.
All right, so we're officially 2 skates done now. How's the team looking this year, Mike?
Team's looking amazing. You're being really aggressive with the mic. The team's looking really good. Obviously, we're a little rusty, but there's so much talent on the ice that it's going to be really exciting. we're going to be much deeper than we've been in many years.
Yeah, I'd have to follow up on that one. We had a lot of good recruits coming in. I think we're looking pretty good compared to the past couple of years. Hopefully keeping the winning tradition.
Yeah, so we got a lot of new guys coming in this year. What's kind of that transition process like? Getting the guys used to the team, getting them used to the environment and everything. What's kind of that process like?
So we have a pretty good mix of age this year. We have a couple transfers. We have a few true freshmen. So it's going to be interesting to see the blend and the chemistry that's created. But overall, I think it should go pretty well. We've experienced it in the past.
And as the defending champs, back-to-back defending champs, kind of like how does going into the season, what do we got to do if we want to defend that title for a third year?
I think we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. The biggest thing is we can't be complacent. We need to know that we got to stop, keep working, keep getting after it. Nothing's going to be handed to us, I can tell you that. And I know we're better than we have been. I know we're going to be better than everybody.
So kind of off the hockey topics here, if you guys had to choose one guy on the team, who do you think the funniest guy on the team is going to be?
Go to him first, please. I don't have an answer.
Really putting me on the spot. We got a lot of characters.
I think I have a personal favorite. The goalies, most of them. Frank Lurie is hysterical. Because he's actually funny and because he's, just a good dude to be around.
There's also the fact that goalies, they're just a little different.
A little different, yes.
Wick can attest to that, right? Huh, Jeremy? Can you speak to that a little bit?
I can definitely speak to that. We're a different breed. Not everybody wants to get on the ice and stop pucks. So.
Yeah, there we go. Very good.
What else do I got for you guys here? I really think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
So, all right, it was good chatting with you boys, and we're looking forward to the season here.
Yeah, hopefully you guys tune into DrexelIceHockey.com. There's live streams, radio streams. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. Go Dragons.
Go Drags.
Live with Gene Lim here on the Drexel Hockey Network, a sophomore left winger. Gene, welcome, and you guys were working hard out there today. It was a great day at camp and then a great scrimmage in the second half. I'll have you throw that mic right in front of your mouth there. How did it go out there? What did you see from the guys?
Saw a lot of battling going on out there. It looked pretty good for first day back, actually. I know a lot of the kids been working hard over the summer, so you can kind of see it on the ice. But it's still first day, so we're still trying to get our legs under us, but it was a good time.
What does summer look like for you guys? Because here we are in September. They just put the ice down here at the Class of 1923 arena. So where are you guys working, and are you working out together? How does that summer look for a Drexel hockey player?
Well, during the summer, I know if you live in the state, you have the team, they'll set up maybe a couple group off-ice workouts during the week, but in terms of skate, maybe once a week during the summer. And some kids, they also play college elite, like a little showcase somewhere in Philadelphia. I'm not around here, but so I can't join any of them, but just from what I heard, that's what they do during the off season. So.
And where do you hail from? Where did you go to high school, and how did you make your way to Drexel?
Long story. So anyways, I'm from California, Torrance, California, but I went to high school in Connecticut, a little prep school. It's called South Kent, when I was 13. And just from there, I just been living by myself at boarding school, playing hockey, trying to get to the next level. But she asked how I got to Drexel.
Yeah.
Well, my sister, she went to Penn.
Okay.
So when I'd come visit her sometimes, Drexel was right next door. So it's always been in the back of my mind.
Sure.
That it's here. So I don't know, when I was choosing colleges, Drexel seemed like the right fit, just with the co-op, and I didn't know they had hockey at first when I first came.
Really?
I found out that they had tryouts, and I just kind of hopped in.
That's great.
What I could do.
And so how has Coach Zoldi and his staff molded, someone like yourself who maybe didn't know there was going to be hockey, and some guys that knew from, the beginning of their hockey careers that they wanted to play college? I'm sure you did as well. I mean, how does he mold such a different group of individuals together to what was a very successful season last year, and of course hoping for that this year?
I think it's all the rookie captain, bringing all the guys together and just like bonding. If you bond off the ice, you bond on the ice, and you can work together. And yeah.
So how do you guys bond off the ice, Gene?
Doing what guys do. We have a lot of fun. Just sit around, laugh, tell jokes and stuff, and make fun of each other. But
that's great.
Nothing too harsh, though, you know. Just for fun.
Absolutely. So we sit here in the middle of September. Your first home game, or first game in general, is in a couple weekends. Home game, not for about a month. What's it like to come to a venue like this, which is really, I mean, a tremendous atmosphere, a tremendous building? What's it like to call this your home ice?
It's actually pretty special, this rink. It's huge compared to like all other rinks. So when you get the crowd in the stand when you're playing, and then you get everybody cheering, it does pump you up a lot. And yeah, it's a big arena, so like sound travels throughout the rink, and it's fun. It's loud. It can get loud.
It's great. Well, October 13th, that'll be the first home game. I know we'll be looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing you out there.
Sure.
Gene Lim, appreciate the time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Back on the Drexel Hockey Network with Chris Hagan, the junior forward for the Drexel Dragons. And I talked with John just a few minutes ago about this. You know, everybody else is just moving into their dorms right now. You guys are full speed on ice, scrimmaging, and really fighting for spots. What was it like out there today?
Yeah, it's great to see all these new faces, incoming freshmen. They're all solid players. Yeah, just being on campus and stuff, being back on the ice with everyone. Yeah, we're excited for the season to start.
What was last year like for you guys? I know that you have very high expectations last year, but walk us through how last year went and how that transitions to this year.
Yeah, winning our league is always on our top goal list of the season. So it was awesome to win our league, and then obviously go to nationals in Columbus, and then next year it's in Columbus or Dallas. So I'm really excited for that.
Chris, where did you go to high school, and how did you make your way to Drexel?
I went to North Fremont Herman, which is a prep school in Massachusetts. I heard about Drexel, the co-op system, and I heard they had a hockey team as well. I followed up with Zoldi and got a tryout and made the team. So.
That's great. Now, how would you characterize Coach Zoldi's style of coaching? It seems like he runs a really tight ship out there, but also gives you guys the freedom to, be yourselves on the ice. I'm impressed by what I've seen from Coach Zoldi so far, but how would you describe it coming from the bench?
Yeah, he's always up-tempo. He has a lot of sayings of be humble, but play hard. And the one thing I love about Zoldi is he lets you play your game, and he's a great coach.
Who's your squad in the NHL?
Squad? New York Islanders.
New York Islanders, okay. So how's that been, one, going up to Boston for prep school and then coming down to another hockey town in Philadelphia, neither of which are necessarily too fond of the Islanders?
Yeah, dealing with all the Bruin fans up there, it's a huge difference from down here, but I've come comfortable with everyone around here.
So you've been here for a couple years. I asked John Luca this question.
Yeah.
What was the funniest thing anybody did last year, whether that was in the dorms or on the road trip? Take us inside the locker room a little bit.
Yeah, so we have the talent show obviously is always a good time, but on the road trips, especially the long road trips, we have the freshmen sing on the bus their favorite song with headphones on, so they're just singing to the song on the bus without them actually listening and all that stuff. So it's a fun time.
That's tremendous. Looking forward to hearing more stories like that. And Chris, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good luck this season.
Thank you so much.
You got it. That's Chris Hagan from the Drexel Dragons here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Out to the Drexel Hockey Network, here with Jeremy Wick, Dylan Gravenstein, the two goaltenders for the team. Guys, it was a interesting morning skate and then a heck of a scrimmage out there. What did you guys see out there on the ice this morning?
It's definitely been a tough 2 skates. You had 2 skates in one day. The only good part is we got us 2 and then 4 other goalies this year. So, no, you got that many guys and you're not taking as many shots. You're getting a little more rest. But I'm definitely excited. The team we got right now, I think we're looking real good. And I think everybody's really excited about the season.
Yeah, team looked really fast out there in the morning. And, the beginning of scrimmage started off a little bit slower. But, as it picked up, as you saw, bodies were flying, like shots were getting on net. Overall, I thought the team looked really good. And, team's looking solid and keep it up going on for the rest of tryouts.
It's so tough, I'm sure, because you don't even have your D1 and your D3 teams set yet. But compared to last year, from what you've seen in just the opening day here, how do you think you guys measure up to the caliber team you had last year?
I really do think we're going to be a lot better. We only lost 3 guys this year, 3 forward. Really a lot of our core guys are still here, and then we're picking up a lot of really good players too. So I do think we're out taking our game from last year and stepping it up a level.
And I think, overall, the overall competitiveness, because of the fact that, there are 2 teams, you can see it out there where people are just, the work ethic has gone up astronomically over what it used to be at tryouts and everything. And I think that really makes teams better over time. So I'm really looking forward to see how the rest of the skates go.
We're sitting here in the middle of September, and of course you guys start in a couple weeks, but there's a lot more that people don't see that goes into you guys getting out here even today and being as ready to play as you are. Walk me through what a summer is like for a goaltender like yourself and how you prepare yourself for today.
Yeah, so definitely there's a lot of different summer leagues that you participate in. I get a little college elite league here out in Philadelphia. I do that. Get in the gym as much as possible, and then really towards kind of July, August, I did another men's league out in Wilmington. Mm-hmm. So I was really, definitely getting to the gym as much as possible and making sure you're staying on the ice, staying fresh for the upcoming season, and being in the best shape possible coming into camp.
Yeah, just trying to stay on the ice, definitely hitting the gym. Another thing that, as goalies, got to be more flexible, so I like to do yoga and stretch. I find that incredibly important as much as, working out and everything. I really find that as you get older, you just get a lot tighter before you get out there on the ice. And the more you stretch, the more the type of yoga type stretching stuff you do, the better I feel out on the ice, at least personally. But
especially days where today we got 2 skates in one day and then you go back at it again tomorrow, you're definitely your hips, your legs, you definitely are feeling it a lot more. So it's important to stay loose and drink a lot of water too.
The goaltender position is such an interesting one in hockey. Arguably the mentally most draining. Welcome back inside the class of 1923 arena. Bob Long here on play-by-play for the Drexel Hockey Network. My sidekick here is Mike Crisafulli, doing a great job on camera as he always does. And your score after 20 minutes is University of Buffalo 1, Drexel University nothing. The 1 goal was scored on the power play. 8 seconds into a power play to Chris DiCarlo, who was in the box for misconduct, and it was at best a marginal penalty that sent him to the box. Puck had fluttered down the ice. He was the only one in between the puck, in between the defender and the goaltender, was coming onto the puck. Ian Shorthouse covered up the puck, and DiCarlo came to a screeching stop, blowing some snow right up into the grill of Shorthouse. And that was it. That's what the penalty was called for, nothing more. There was no contact made. The argument could be, could he have come to a quicker stop once he heard the whistle? But again, a very heavy-handed penalty for the crime committed. And then give Buffalo credit, it only took them 8 seconds to finish off their first and only goal of the game so far. We'll start 4-on-4 as Wyeth Kuhl and Tanner Woodruff are in the box. Kuhl is only in the box for the next 36 seconds. Woodruff has a minute 25. Jim Mikulik gets that puck onto Shorthouse and he covers up to start things. 26 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Wyeth Cool will make it a 5-on-4 for the Dragons. University of Buffalo, dressed in the royal blues, wins the face-off, can't clear. And a hand pass will take that out of the zone. And it'll be a penalty to Nicholas Urbani. So the advantage that Drexel was looking for isn't going to come to fruition. Wyeth Cool will be in the box for the next 20 seconds. Nicholas Urbani is in there for 2. And Woodruff is booked for the next minute 9. So it's 4-on-3 hockey for the next 20 seconds. And Drexel just can't seem to get out of its own way. And a special teams opportunity for Buffalo. And Drexel's going to get a switch here. Christopher Hagan will come off. Kyle Weller will come on. And that number that you see up there is incorrect. Yeah, you should have a second penalty on there for 20 seconds to Wyeth Cool. So we'll get that situated at the scorer's table as we await a 4-on-3 opportunity for the next 20 seconds for the University of Buffalo. Puck works its way out of the zone onto the stick of Will Stryker, number 5. He'll spin with it, badgered all the way by number 27, Kyle Weller. Now Church Vera badgers away as well. Great job here for Drexel. 6 seconds left until Wyeth Cool comes back onto the ice. And now Wyeth Cool will come back on. They'll get a switch. Eugene Lim on his place. Lim able to bring the puck down. It's 4-on-4. Drexel works its way into the zone, and Eugene Lim lost his stick. There's no call there. Patience. Shot and goal. Wesley Austin puts it away on the blocker side of Jeremy Wick, and it's 2-0 Buffalo. Tremendous counterattack that time there for Buffalo. Eugene Lim lost his stick. He was looking for a penalty there. Nothing came. And once again, what could have gone one way did not. Buffalo on the counter makes their way into the offensive zone. One slick pass and a beautiful goal put away. Now Patrick McGinley. It's still 4-on-4 for the next 21 seconds. And at the end of that, it'll be Buffalo with the 5-on-4 and the 2-0 lead. Gliding all the way in. Sent right across. It comes on. And a big hit there for McGinley. Puck is still loose. Buffalo comes up with it. Shot goes wide. Wyeth Cool trying to clear it. Down to 1 second. And now Buffalo gets that 5th man on the ice. Fortunate here for Drexel as they might have the opportunity to clear, and now they do with no fear of the icing. Certainly that timing worked out well for the Dragons as they can now get the full change that comes with it as well. Buffalo up the ice, gives away the puck, comes to the center, and picked up by Tanner Woodruff. 27 seconds on the man advantage for Buffalo. Woodruff faked the slapper, now comes onto the stick of Carmichael, and he'll flick that all the way back into the defensive zone for Buffalo. 13 seconds left, 17:50 to go here in this second period. The Bulls lead 2-0. Michael Last couldn't control it, and it's an offside as a result. Faceoff will come outside of the offensive zone for the Bulls in just 4 lowly seconds until Nicholas Urbani can make his way back onto the ice. Drexel certainly had some holes here that they've been in at home over the last few weeks. William Patterson, they fell behind. Westchester, they fell behind. Both of those games resulted in losses, but they made runs in each of them. That fed right in front and couldn't get it off the stick of Neely. That one went a bit behind him. Eugene Lim continues to badger. Great stick lift and nearly brought the puck onto his stick. A huge hit there by Jim Mikulik, and another clean one. And now we have a whistle. Jim Mikulik is on another level right now. His timing has been impeccable today. Again, a lot of times you get quick whistles on these things for interference or roughing, but each of these, the puck has been on the skate of the hit. The guy the hit was delivered upon. And it was done legally. The skates remain on the ice. And he's just pile-driven a few guys here today. No other way to say it. Now the two officials and the two linesmen will have a discussion. It'll remain 5-on-5 hockey, 17-11 to play. Face-off will go in the Drexel offensive zone at the far circle. Shot blocked there by Shorthouse. Mikulik saves it in, but now it's taken back the other way. Opportunity here for the University of Buffalo without any numbers, and now Church Vera. He'll turn it on himself. 3-on-1 here for Drexel. Patience sent across. A stick goes flying, and now a whistle. 16:39 to play. Church Vera, he can turn things around so quickly. Stoppage here with 16:36 to play. Patrick McGinley will take the faceoff. Opposing him is Wesley Austin, the goal scorer for Buffalo. Austin gets enough of it, and now pulling it back behind the net is Will Stryker, the defenseman. Stryker flicks it up and avoids a hit. Christopher Hagen. Hagen sends it across, was looking for Hart. Hart's able to get a stick on it. Can he keep it in the zone? They fight really hard. All four guys right up near that blue line. Hagen and Hart. Hart keeps it in, but now the Buffalo Bulls are able to carry it out. Nice play there by Nathan Runk, but Hagen wasn't ready for it coming off the side boards. Under 16 minutes to play here in the second period. 2-0 Buffalo. Drexel in the home blues. That touch will wave off the icing, and Christopher Hagen back to get it. Shorthouse whips it, and it goes right through the skates of Nathan Runk. Flipped ahead, everybody touches up. Kyle Fiore is onto it first, the diminutive forward for Drexel. And now a pass. Cool is back there as the safety valve for the Dragons. And here comes Kyle Fiore. Nobody's back there. Can he spin it and find somebody in front? It pops up right in front of the net, and here come the Bulls carrying it. This is number 16, Joshua Hendel. Hendel leaves it off. Hendel gets it back, but he can't get the shot off. Nice job there by Wyeth Cool to track him every step of the way. Now Wyeth Cool will carry it up. Can't clear it out of the zone yet. Nicholas Urbani back behind the net, and Drexel's going to have to regroup. In the meantime, the Bulls able to get a change. Cool up to the red line and will now fire it around. Shorthouse gets a stick on it. Great play there by the goaltender. But now it's going to be Kyle Weller flicking it back behind the net. Turning on it now, number 18, Jacob Canner for Buffalo. He'll carry it out of the zone, and that cross-ice pass makes it onto the stick of his teammate. Big hit there, and going down is Austin Bianchi. Buffalo gets right back in the play. It comes up to the point and out. Here's Aaron Carmichael. Carmichael will get to the puck first, feeding it back behind the net and continuing to march on. Nice play there by the Buffalo defense, and it's a 2-on-2 here for the Bulls the other way. That shot is deflected, and Drexel can turn on it themselves. That long pass will find its way off a skate and out of the zone. Jim Mikulik, one extra touch to get it back down by Aaron Carmichael. No substitutions on either side. A giveaway. Shot was blocked there by number 8, Cameron Lieber. Lieber now back behind the net and hit hard by Aaron Carmichael. Kept in the zone by Jim Mikulik, and now it's sent out, so everybody's going to have to touch out. That one rolled off his blade, and before he knew it, it had crossed the blue line. Mike Churchvara spins with it. Good cross-ice pass. Eyes in the back of his head for now McGinley. Hart with one touch up for Christopher Hagan. Hagan nudges number 11, Tanner Woodruff, into the backboards. Woodruff able to get rid of it, but not out. Now spinning with it. Shot by McGinley. Goal! Drexel's cut it in half. The shot by McGinley, the touch in front by Christopher Hagan. Christopher Hagan with his 8th goal of the year. Patrick McGinley with the shot to put it in front. And the touch, beautiful. The Drexel crowd directly below us here and behind the Drexel bench. Certainly love that one. Everybody's on their feet now, and it is back to just a 1-goal game. Buffalo quickly back down the other way, trying to earn a goal for themselves. Wesley Austin, berated by 2 Drexel Dragons. Now sent across. What a pass. Save made there by the glove of Jeremy Wick. Big-time ACHA hockey here tonight. Buffalo versus Drexel here in Philadelphia. 2 of the great hotbeds for hockey in the NHL ranks. 2 of the greatest fan bases in the NHL ranks inhabit Buffalo and Philadelphia. Now we're seeing it at the college level. Drexel, the Philadelphia preeminent college hockey team, against the University of Buffalo, a team with so much history, so much prestige. And both teams that represented their respective conferences in the ACHA National Tournament last season. It's a war here tonight as well. Off the skate of Wyeth Cool, he got his leg in the shooting lane there. Drexel unable to clear, whipped back in by Will Stryker back behind the net. Wyeth Cool is on at first, turns well on the puck, but is unable to clear. Great play by Buffalo. And now it does come back into the neutral zone. Stryker feeds back for Tyler Bennett. Bennett is hit hard into the wall. Turning on it now is Michael Lask without any help as Buffalo gets the change. Good defense there by the Dragons. Jamie Crane loses the puck. Here comes Buffalo back the other way. Joshua Hendel off his skate. Now Tyler Bennett, his shot was deflected wide. Carmichael flicks it back. It's going to be Alex Bauer on it first for the Bulls. Hand-to-hand combat. 2 Dragons and 2 Bulls are back there. Bulls on the forecheck. Bauer taken down. He's off his skates and takes a Dragon down with him. It's an absolute war here from the class of 23 arena. Here comes Drexel back the other way. Shot was deflected right off the stick of Crane. Drexel gets a full change. 11:18 to play. It's 2-1. Christopher Hagan takes number 5, Will Stryker, off his skates, and Stryker now gets it back. Poke there by Mikulik. Comes in front. Puck is still loose. They can't find it, and now a penalty. Hooking will be called. With 11:04 to play here in the second period, and it's Buffalo being penalized. Number 15, Michael Lask. Lask comes on as the team's second leading point scorer with 20 points on the year. Drexel wins the faceoff, and they have the man advantage. Shot was deflected in front there, but a little bit too much on the deflection from James Schickling. Schickling back behind the net. Patience here for Eugene Lim at the far side circle. Back for Churchvara in the slot. Shot goes just wide. It wasn't deflected in front. It went just wide of the post. And now an opportunity here for Buffalo. Penzak taken off the puck well by Eugene Lim. Mike Churchvara stumbles back for it. And Penzak doing yeoman's work. Great job on the forecheck. Bleeding precious seconds away. Now Aaron Carmichael spins it back for Eugene Lim. Lim, number 16, carries it onto the red line. Lim will carry it all the way into the zone. Doesn't have numbers, so spins it back. Churchvara in the slot. Carmichael. Schickling with it back behind the net. Eugene Lim spins with it now. Carmichael onto his stick. He'll switch places with Churchvara. Churchvara gets it back, top of the circle. Shot right in front. The puck was loose. They couldn't clear it. Churchvara again. He'll fire, and it'll go just high and wide. Buffalo unable to clear. Great job by Eugene Lim right at the point. He goes up high to catch it. And now Buffalo is able to clear. Down to 32 seconds left on the man advantage, but Drexel with their opportunities and a full change. 25 seconds left on the penalty. Long pass. They're going to wave that off. They have to wave that off, and it was a late call that you heard from the other linesman waving it off. Shot was deflected up into the netting. The linesman on this side of the ice had his hand in the air, was ready to blow that dead for icing, and that would have been just a brutal call. And frankly, I think Buffalo started to slow down when they saw that hand up, even though it was before the whistle, and it's not what you're supposed to do. But that was poorly judged by the linesman. That never should have been even close to an icing. And again, it wasn't called, but it affected the play. Now carried in on net. Wow, Wick got a piece of that one. What a move there from Austin Bianchi. He almost created something out of nothing. Now it is full strength once again. Christopher Hagan whips it around. It'll come off the high board. Hagan gets a little bit of a hit there. Woodruff spins off it pretty well. Spins out of the zone. Drexel's going to have to touch up. Tanner Woodruff feeds back for number 15, Michael Lask. Lask got a stick high up near the face of Dylan Hart, no call. And Hart comes back with it, tried to feed it in front, didn't get nearly enough on that one. And now Michael Lask is just crawling for that puck. Only now gets back onto his skates. Buffalo unable to clear. Nathan Runk doing great work on the forecheck. Now Lask back behind the net, and Woodruff will flick it high. This will be a race for the puck, and it'll come up well short of icing. Nicholas Urbani spins well, out of trouble, and carries it up the ice. Runk goes down, but Urbani has the puck. Urbani brings it into the zone, taking off his skates. That's a good no call there, just kind of lost an edge. Good defense by Buffalo. Cole Schiffman, good pass up off the ice. Nice save by Jeremy Wick as well. It was Wesley Austin with another shot. Now that puck is deflected in front. Wick has to find his way back into the net after the tip by Austin Penzak. And Drexel will get it up to mid-ice, but no further. A quick half change. Crane and Weller onto the ice. And that one will come back just wide of net. 7:06 to play, 2-1. Drexel cut the lead for Buffalo in half with a goal. Now another opportunity. Out to get it is Shorthouse. Has to hustle back. A huge hit there in front by Jamie Crane. Now Buffalo, nice stick in the passing lane there for Drexel. Another shot comes right onto Wick. Sent in front, and Buffalo can't get a man to take that next shot. Still trouble here for Drexel, though. They need to clear, and now they will. Jamie Crane up into the neutral zone. Will flick it once he gets to the red line. That'll wave off the icing. Kyle Weller chasing after it, as is Crane. Turning with it now, Jacob Cantor, number 18, and he's hit hard by Crane, who's getting into the act with Jim Mikulik. And a penalty will be called. Was that Crane as well? Yeah, that's Crane. So it was that hit on the backboards that cost him 2 minutes in the penalty box. We've just moved past 9 o'clock in the East. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long on play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli is on camera. Buffalo leads 2-1, and a dangerous pass there by Shorthouse. It's a man advantage for the Buffalo Bulls. Latter stages of the second period. Cameron Neely comes up with the puck, brings it back for Churchvara. He'll spin it back to his fellow defenseman, who will turn and feed it up the ice. Neely had trouble with that one. And now losing the puck was the Bulls, and once again Churchvara all the way down. Excellent penalty kill through the first 45 seconds of this power play. Will Stryker with a long pass. Onto the stick of his teammate Wesley Austin. Austin will bring it back, and it will be Stryker at the point, whipping it back behind the net. Back there to get it is Michael Lask. Lask on the near side boards, finds Jacob Canner at the point. Lask gets it right back, nearly taken off the puck. Great strength there by Lask. Sent one across, and nobody was there. Austin was the closest. Now Wesley Austin gets a stick on it, nudges it back behind the net, and Buffalo still has possession. Turning on it now is Wesley Austin. Jim Miklick trying to get in there for Drexel, and he gets a dose of his own medicine with a big hit into the backboards. Will Stryker at the point. Works for Austin, back for Stryker. This is Michael Napier, back for Austin. Shot never had a chance, went well high and wide. 18 seconds left on the man advantage. Buffalo pulls it. This is Michael Napier. And here comes Drexel the other way. Jim Miklick will fire it all the way down and get one more change. Down to 5 seconds left. And now just one, and now it is full strength again. Buffalo's going to have to touch up. It'll be number 13, Austin Bianchi, holding up the progression. Jeremy Wick calmly sends it to the backboards, and Drexel will turn on it. Opportunity to clear, and they do. Buffalo brings it in. With a wraparound, Wick was there. What a save on the opportunity from Cameron Lieber. And this is into the neutral zone. No numbers for Drexel, but it's Jamie Crane. And they can't quite save it. Everybody's going to have to touch up. Aaron Carmichael calmly spins with it. Wyeth Cool with 3:34 to go. Drexel trailing by 1. Nudges it forward, and it's whipped into the backboards by Kyle Weller. He'll be the only one to chase as the rest of the Dragons come off for switches. Tanner Woodruff carries all the way in, goes to the backhand, and Jeremy Wick was there. Kept in at the slot. Bauer for Woodruff, and that one goes over the stick of Michael Lask. Lask and Andrew Siz play catch with it. And that one comes on the stick of Patrick McGinley, poked off his stick beautifully by number 27, Callahan Glinsky. Captain Dylan Hart spins it for nobody. Both Michael Corkery and Gianluca Travia were at the point. Corkery has the puck on his stick. Now it's Hagen flipping it high. This will come up well short of icing. Hart is on the chase. Glinsky got there first for Buffalo, and it's cleared into the neutral zone. Joshua Hendel loses the puck. Really a little lackadaisical and careless with that puck. Hendel will get another shot at it. Hendel with a shot, goes up high, and Wick was there every step of the way. 2:12 to play. Buffalo still leading by 1. Buffalo getting one change, so they'll hold up the puck as long as they can on the near side boards. Drexel will get a half change after that clearance. 1:53 to play. That puck skitters wide. Buffalo on the forecheck. Austin Penzak is in there, won't win that battle, but Buffalo able to pull it right back. This is Jordan Wanchuk all the way in. It comes in front, and nobody was there. At the circle, shot from an off angle. Wick has been really good on that near side post all night. Cameron Neely gets it up to the point and now out. Chase ahead here for Schickling. He's not going to win the race. It was close. He knew as soon as he put his stick on it, it was a little bit heavy. And number 5, Will Stryker, does just enough to get to the middle of that circle in time to draw the icing. 1 minute, 19 seconds to play. University of Buffalo out of the NECHL against Drexel out of the ECHA. Buffalo has the possession back behind their goal line. They're looking to spin it to somebody in front, but they couldn't. Will Stryker has it now at the point. That shot deflected, comes onto Wick. He didn't corral it initially, but now is able to. And Michael Corkery protecting his goaltender, taking Cameron Lieber right out of the play. Under a minute now to play in the second period. 1 goal apiece in this frame. 2-1 Buffalo overall. Set in front. Spinning with it now is Austin Bianchi. Bianchi taken off the puck well by Crane. Here comes Drexel the other way, led by Carmichael. Now here's Crane. Crane can't get the shot off. And now extracurriculars and a penalty is called. It was a tremendous play by Buffalo, number 13, Austin Bianchi, to lift the stick of Jamie Crane. He didn't see him coming from behind. Just as Crane was coming to take that shot, it was a great play by Bianchi, but then Bianchi got himself in trouble. He didn't need to for all those extracurriculars to occur. He's now going to be taken to the penalty box. So again, for what was just a beautiful, beautiful stick lift at exactly the right time, Bianchi loses his head and will give Drexel a 2-minute power play with just 38 seconds to play in the second period, and if necessary, will carry over into the third. Faceoff will make its way back to Drexel. Patience here from Nicholas Urbani. Now Christopher Hagan didn't get a lot on it. That puck is still loose, and Buffalo clears it all the way down. 18 seconds left in the second frame. 5-on-4 here for Drexel. One last rush. Crane's shot is gloved with 7 seconds left. And more extracurriculars. Christopher Hagan getting into it in front, and Buffalo trying to protect their goaltender. We got a chippy one here tonight. And we might have, do we have more laundry? Or are they just taking this out of the zone? That would be my expectation. Faceoff comes out of the zone, which is big for Buffalo. Faceoff won by Drexel. 3 seconds left, gotta let it go, and they're unable to get the shot on net. So after 40 minutes of hockey, it's Buffalo 2, Drexel 1, and here we go again. This time it's Patrick McGinley at the heart of it all. So that's the end of the second period. And we got a chippy one here from the class of 1923 arena in Philadelphia. University of Buffalo against Drexel University. They don't see each other very often, but boy, if they don't like each other. Great hockey game here tonight. Buffalo 2, Drexel 1. Drexel will have 1:23 remaining on the power play when we come back to action after these words from members of your Drexel Dragons, as well as an interview from Flyer great Reggie Leach. Hang in there with us at intermission, and we'll be right back here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Welcome back to the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame induction dinner, and we have one of the men of the hour, Reggie Leach, on with us here. Reggie, so excited to have you. Congratulations on the induction. It is so well deserved, and it's a big night for you and Flyers Nation.
Well, I think it's, for me, it's a great honor just to come back to Philadelphia and to accept this award. You know, I was pretty excited when they called me a couple months ago that I was inducted, and I think it's one of my greater honors that I have received over the years.
One of the famed LCB line in 1974, 1975, really the 70s, when the Flyers were at their heyday and winners in the Stanley Cup in 75 against the Buffalo Sabres. Walk us back to that time frame as Reggie Leach steps into the rink at the Philadelphia Spectrum on a given evening. What are the fans going to see on that evening? What is the LCB line going to bring to the ice that night?
Well, you know, it's actually pretty funny because I remember my first time when I was traded from California and to come to the Flyers. The Flyers just won their first cup against Boston. I came in and I guess I took over Bill Fletz's spot.
Yes.
And I remember Bobby Clark telling the press that I would get 45 goals or 50 goals in a bad year. And I remember having 5 goals at Christmas time. That's it, because it took me a long time to get used to their system and what they were doing, because when I played in California, we didn't have a system. We didn't even have a hockey team, I don't think. We just played the game. But getting back to Philadelphia and learning their system and learning what Philadelphia was all about, learning what the Flyers were all about, that was my big adjustment. But then I had the chance to play and repeating and the Flyers repeating for the Cup and 74, 75 against the Buffalo Sabres. So that's it's a dream for us to win for myself to win the Stanley Cup, for any Canadian kid as a young hockey player to win. That was it. That was the whole thing.
And that's the constant with hockey guys that I see, is talking about the team first, being humble and talking about the team. But let's talk about you individually, winner of a Conn Smythe Award. One of the greatest honors, the greatest honor that an individual player can receive. What was that like?
Well, I think, you know, back then, you know, you really didn't think about, as a hockey player, you really didn't look at the rewards that you know, winning the Conn Smythe and that, because we lost. We lost to Montreal in 4 games. And then I think you reflect back after you're out of hockey for 5 or 10 years, and you reflect back on of the great teams I played with in Philadelphia here, and you know, losing to Montreal in 4 straight, and me winning the Conn Smythe Trophy and scoring 19 goals in the playoffs. And you know, that's still a record today, let you know that. And those are things that you reflect back on. Playing in a team in 1980, going 35 games without a loss, and losing to the Islanders in 6 games. So all these little things you put together, and all, you know, as myself as a hockey player, I had a lot of great seasons, but I had some really bad seasons also. Well, according to them, they were bad. But today, scoring 28 goals to 38 goals a year, that's like a superstar season in this hockey. So
it is. But
back then, when I was playing, that was considered a bad year.
Interesting. Yeah.
So Philadelphia obviously lost a good friend a couple years ago in Mr. Snyder. Tell me about what it was like. Describe that, playing for a Ed Snyder organization, and what that meant to you, what that meant to the whole team.
I think with Ed is that, you know, I found him more of a owner that loved his players. I know he did it as a business, but he still treated us all the same, and I think that was the big thing about Ed. He knew the ups and downs. He knew that what he had to do to improve the club to make the club better. He didn't waste that much money when we played in the 70s anyhow, because we didn't make that much money. So, but those are things that he took a chance, and he brought hockey to Philadelphia, which I think Philadelphia is probably one of the best hockey towns that I have ever played in. The sports people in Philadelphia is probably one of the greatest around. Even when you have bad teams, they let you know when you're playing bad. They let you know when you're playing good also. And I think that's a fair deal. If you're not playing up to par, I think it's up to the people if they want to complain about it. They're the ones that's spending the money to see what they put on the ice, and I think it's very important to have people have their input of what's going on. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Reggie, congratulations once again.
Good.
And it's great to have you on here this evening. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on the honor. It is
good.
so well deserved.
Good. Thank you very much. And when do I get my check?
You get your check tomorrow.
Okay. Is it
Actually,
coming in
it's
the mail?
already in the mail.
Oh, good. Good.
Look
Thank
at
you.
this.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You got it.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
All right, folks, welcome into the Drexel Hockey Network. We have John Luca, defenseman for the Drexel Dragons, here with us after a morning skate and then an afternoon scrimmage. You guys are just getting going. The rest of the students here at Drexel are just getting into their dorms, but you guys are hard at work. How was today being out there on the ice?
I mean, it's good to get back in the swing of things. Obviously, a little bit out of shape, no matter how much you train in the off season. But just getting back on the ice is definitely a benefit, and just seeing all the guys over again is definitely something I looked forward to. And now that it finally happened, I'm really excited for this year.
Good. I'm going to ask you to throw that mic nice and tight when
Closer.
you're beautiful. So you said you're a sophomore here at Drexel. Is this will be your second year with the team? Walk the folks through that weren't following along last year. What type of year you guys had last year, and what you're looking forward to here in 2018, 2019?
I would say it was probably like a successful year for the most part. Some bad losses here and there, but generally good competition that we play against. We're part of a local league. I forget the name of it, but then we also participate in the ACHA. We made it to nationals. We won our league, and we won the championship game. So I guess that big sweep was definitely crucial for all these recruits coming in, and kind of put our image up. And looking forward to this year because I think it'll be one of our best.
Well, let's talk about those recruits if we could, because you do have a lot of young talent coming in. Coach Schulte is very excited about the underclassmen that he has. Of course, a tremendous group of upperclassmen as well. But have you seen in now your second year the program kind of building year by year?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, the whole D1, D2 team, it's going to be interesting to see all the new guys. And, I mean, we already saw how it worked today with all those guys out there. How we split up the teams, I think they'll both be very competitive teams and both go for championships, hopefully. But competition's definitely getting up there, and I know with the addition of Westchester and William Patterson to our leagues, we're definitely going to have to step it up. And I think we have the team to go all the way this year. Just a matter of gelling together, I guess.
The ACHA is such an interesting league, brand of hockey. For folks that maybe are just stepping into the college hockey arena for the first time, what are they going to see from not only a Drexel Dragons team but an ACHA game?
I mean, what I saw right away was that the level and the commitment is much higher than you would ever think of. The traveling is, pretty extensive, more than I've ever traveled throughout my entire hockey career, and I've played on Tier 1 teams and gone all the way to Chicago. But last year we went to Colorado, and trips like that, being able to hang out with the guys is definitely a good thing. And I just think that, wait, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
About the ACHA and the types of competition that you see in this league.
Right. Well, I know right off the bat that I know a couple of D1 players that, they have old guys that maybe it didn't go well, regular D1 NCAA, and they just decide to play ACHA. So the fact that the level of competition is that high is very impressive, and you'll see those guys go to nationals. And some of our guys, they play competitively for juniors. So for that not to work out for them there, it definitely works out for us here because the level of hockey is very high.
John Luca on with us here, the Drexel Hockey Network. So the ACHA nationally is a tremendous brand of hockey, but the City Six is such a big deal in basketball.
Correct.
And, of course, with Drexel and Villanova and Temple all fielding ACHA hockey teams, I'm sure that gets quite interesting in the hockey circuit as well. What's it like to be in a hockey-rich market like this with other schools like that right down the road that I'm sure want to take it to you every time they play Drexel?
Yeah, every time they see Drexel on their schedule, they probably circle it because we've won back-to-back league titles, and we've gone to nationals back-to-back years. So I guess when we go out to Colorado and play teams like Boulder, I guess they probably look at us like that, and they probably think, we're worth being able to play with these guys, and we don't make it easy for them at all. And the rivalry is definitely there. I'd say with Villanova that has a pretty good program over there. And it's definitely something that's on the rise, and they're always going to get guys that played prep school hockey and then go to a great university that Villanova is. So the fact that college is able to bring everybody together from all over the country, even international, is something that's definitely interesting because the competition is always going to be high.
All right, let's have some fun here, John. Of course, when you're out on the road with these Drexel guys and your teammates, there can be funny things that go on the road. So PC, of course, or politically appropriate and everything else, and good for television. What's the funniest thing you guys did or somebody did on a road trip last year?
I mean, we had a rookie night last year, which was just all the rookies who had to showcase their talents, I guess. I didn't go to it because I was actually back home injured, but it was definitely, from what I heard, it was definitely a cool experience because some of the guys who were shy just pop up in front of everybody else on the team who you're kind of intimidated by because it's early on in the season, and you just showcase the talent that you have, like whether it's like singing in front of somebody else or like flipping a cup was one of them. It was definitely something that I'm really sad that I missed out on, but all the stories and all like the Snapchats that I received were really funny. So it was definitely one of the highlights of the year.
That's cool. Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot more of that. A lot of good action on the ice as well. We're looking forward to seeing you over the course of the year, John, and best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
It's nice having you on. Welcome back inside the class of 1923 arena. Bob Long here on play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli is my guy behind the camera. And it's the Bulls of the University of Buffalo leading Drexel 2-1 in an ACHA non-conference matchup. Buffalo scored the first 2 goals of the game. The first was 8 seconds into a power play. Well documented. We've talked about it over the course of the broadcast. Very marginal call at best sent Chris DiCarlo to the penalty box. Buffalo Bulls, they give them a lot of credit. They scored right away, and then it was a counter to begin the second period that put the Bulls up 2-0. Drexel, on the other side, countered a big-time goal to cut it to 2-1 on the power play, and that's where we stand right now. It's been an absolutely tremendous hockey game. Looking forward to what we see the rest of the way and to see what type of offense Drexel's going to put into place and when they start to take the chances, when they commit that extra guy forward, and how a talented team like Buffalo is going to react. The other thing worth mentioning is that Drexel still has a minute plus of a power play that'll take that man advantage into the third period. So can Drexel get that answer quickly, tie the game at 2? And if not, how will this game start to take place? How will things shape out as we move towards the end of what has been an absolutely tremendous hockey game? And remember, we'll do this again tomorrow as well. So these teams will be back on the ice for a 2:35 puck drop on Sunday here at the Class of 1923 Arena. So these teams, it's already been chippy. They're getting to know each other pretty well. And we'll take you now to the ice for the beginning of the third period here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Underway here in the third. Drexel trailing 2-1. That popped high. Boy, oh boy, that was a chance taken right there by the goaltender Shorthouse. It's 3 Dragons on the far side board. Buffalo all too happy to hold up that puck and waste those precious seconds that Drexel has on the man advantage. Kept in very well there by Mike Churchvara. James Schickling feeds it back for Carmichael. Carmichael gets the pass over. Churchvara shot. Deflected, and Schickling got another shot on, saved again by Shorthouse. There's a stick loose on the ice. It's a member of the Buffalo Bulls. Now sent in front, and falling on it is Shorthouse. 31 seconds left on the man advantage for Drexel.
31 seconds left on the power play, and we have another whistle. That shot was deflected, never got to the net. Schickling had a piece of it. Church-Vera comes onto the puck now. Wraps it behind the net. Shot goes across the crease. Another shot comes right up in front. Another shot is saved by Shorthouse, and Drexel's all over it. 8 seconds left on the man advantage. Drexel, can they get one more look here? Carmichael, shot, saved, goal on the rebound. James Schickling ties it up. Carmichael put one with pace, low to the ice, wasn't controlled by Shorthouse, and that'll go down as a full-strength goal, but Drexel does all the work on the power play, and then as soon as Buffalo comes out of the penalty box, it's James Schickling putting it home with a high backhand. All square at 2. And we got a whistle. What a flourish here for Drexel. They'll get another opportunity on the man advantage. Number 19 for Buffalo, Cole Schiffman, will go to the penalty box. And the Dragons, who did a lot of work on the power play to start the second period, will get one more look at it. Buffalo here now shorthanded. Wick cut down the angle well, and the shot went high. A fresh sheet of ice, and another power play here for Drexel. Haven't been able to maneuver this one particularly well. Now Nicholas Urbani spins it back. Dylan Hart's on the puck. He will just glide it along the backboards. Urbani has it and spins it back for Crane. Jamie Crane with a cross-ice pass that was ambitious at best, and Buffalo able to clear. Drexel takes the puck off the stick of Buffalo's Michael Lask. Crane will spin it back 50 seconds into this one. Give Buffalo credit. Drexel's had a whole lot of nothing on this particular power play. Mike Church-Vera carries up the ice. Church-Vera's pass goes off the skate of a Buffalo Bull. Chasing after it now is Schickling, but on it first is Tanner Woodruff. Woodruff sent it right in front. Boy, oh boy, that one came onto net, and Ian Shorthouse was there. Stoppage here on the ice. Faceoff will come back all the way to center ice. That was a bad giveaway in front by Buffalo and Tanner Woodruff. Shorthouse was put in a bad spot and came up with a big save. And with that, Drexel is going to send a man to the penalty box. It'll be Dylan Hart, the captain. So 47 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. So I suppose in fairness, the giveaway by Woodruff might have been caused by Dylan Hart, and it wouldn't have counted if Drexel was able to convert nonetheless. Great job by Woodruff to take Nicholas Urbani off the puck. But now a giveaway. Shorthouse got a stick on it just enough, and barreling into him was Cameron Neely. Golden opportunity for Drexel. Give credit to Ian Shorthouse for coming out of the net and taking things into his own hands, knowing that contact was coming. Great stick lift by Eugene Limbo on the other end. Wesley Austin hit hard into the backboards. Austin lost his stick. Now an open lane. Austin can't get the shot off. Following shot goes just wide of the post. Now 5-on-4 as Buffalo is full strength, and a delayed penalty coming up against the Bulls. Slashing called against Buffalo, and we'll go back to a 4-on-4 hockey game for the next 1 minute. It'll be Wesley Austin called for the trip, a 2-minute minor. Sends Austin to the penalty box right next to Dylan Hart. And he and Hart will have a discussion. That is one of the truly unique things about this place, is that the penalty boxes aren't separated by anything. Just a piece of plexiglass. Deflected shot goes high into the backboards. Jim Mikulik sends it across. Boy, oh boy, right on Ian Shorthouse. He didn't know the puck was there. Somehow had the piece of wood down there to make the save and falls on it. Drexel's getting their looks here. All else equal, they've looked better on the 4-on-4 with the open ice than Buffalo has. Mikulik sends it in front. Neely back for Mikulik again. Keeps it in at the point. Long shot was deflected by Hagen. Now Buffalo carries it. Look at the speed here from number 13, Austin Bianchi. He was ticking off the puck, though. Churchvara carries it up the ice. 20 seconds till Drexel gets a man on the ice here. It's 4-on-4 now. Weller, what a save by Shorthouse. Shorthouse got low, extended the pad, and made the save. Another opportunity. Eugene Lim, saved by Shorthouse again. Drexel gets their 5th man on the ice. Eugene Lim carries, saved again by Shorthouse on the short side. Shot, saved again by Shorthouse off the blocker. Churchvara keeps it in, flutters one for James Schickling. Churchvara shot, save, rebound, and covered up by Ian Shorthouse. Ian Shorthouse flat out keeping Buffalo in this game here. All square at 2, and Drexel's had 3 golden opportunities on this power play alone. And we got a timeout. It's well called there by Buffalo. Their guys are leaking some oil and giving up some great opportunities. So Buffalo, they're getting a mouthful from their coach, TJ Lasik for Drexel. You see him, the assistant to Kyle Zoldi, drawing up plays right now for the Dragons and trying to find a way to find some twine against Ian Shorthouse, who's been so good here tonight. Drexel sends their 5 out onto the ice. James Schickling, Aaron Carmichael, Mike Churchvara, Kyle Weller, and Eugene Lim. 5-on-4 for the next 33 seconds. Good face-off win there by University of Buffalo. They look to clear, and now they will. Hops over the stick of Lim and all the way down to Wick. So Eugene Lim will turn on the Jets with 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Up ice for Mike Churchvara. Churchvara comes in. Schickling comes onto the backhand. Carmichael finds Lim in the slot. 7 on the power play. Back for Carmichael. Carmichael's shot is blocked right in front. Great play by number 20, Austin Penzak. And Drexel will get just one change as Buffalo looks to clear but cannot. Churchvara's shot deflected and saved there by Ian Shorthouse. 14 minutes exactly to go here in this 3rd and final period of regulation from the class of 1923 arena on the campus of the University of Pennsylvania and Drexel University. Dylan Hart can't get his stick on the puck, nudged off well by Buffalo, but Drexel keeps it in the zone. Wyeth Kuhl chases it down. McGinley feeds it back for Kuhl. Kuhl will take the wrister, never got to the net. Drexel will feed the puck back and control it,
back into their own defensive zone. Long pass onto the tape of Patrick McGinley. McGinley leaves it back. Dylan Hart is in there now. Both on the forecheck. Hart is able to get it back for Cool. Cool, an off-angle shot is sticked wide there by Ian Shorthouse. They're going to wave off icing. 13:04 to play. Wyeth Cool for Aaron Carmichael, who shoves it off the board and out. Sent right back in by Drexel. Nicholas Urbani, pinched from both sides, finds Aaron Carmichael. Carmichael has trouble with the puck. Now Drexel is able to get on the stick, but then losing it was Jamie Crane. Wyeth Cool and Nicholas Urbani trying to decide who's going to have it. Nice play by Urbani up to Carmichael, and Drexel is now up ice. Crane glides it into the zone. Up on the near circle. Shot deflected. Urbani spins. He can't get the shot off, and Carmichael was just a little late. Turning with it now, Cole Schiffman. Schiffman taken off the puck well by Mike Churchvara, the defenseman for the Dragons of Drexel. Churchvara turns on it. Good pass for Aaron Carmichael for Drexel. Easy pass there. And Crane is taken off the puck. Buffalo comes back the other way. Here comes Michael Lask. That shot is deflected right off the glove of Jim Mikulik, and he's a little worse for the wear after that one. Eugene Lim doesn't have any numbers, trying to get the speed and gets onto the puck. Look at this for Eugene Lim. The shot goes just wide. Reinforcements coming here for Drexel. James Schickling back behind the net, number 18, Jacob Canner for Buffalo, able to free it loose. Long shot is sticked up and will stay in the rink. Churchvara into the slot. Nifty move there to get it over to Mikulik. Quick pass across. Here's the shot. Save made there, and it came all the way across the ice. Jacob Cantor running it the other way. Nice stick down and into the net once again goes a member of the Bulls. High stick will bring this back out of the zone. Stick down by Cameron Lieber with 11:14 to play here in the third period. This faceoff will come outside the offensive zone for Buffalo. Patrick McGinley facing off against Wesley Austin, and Wesley Austin able to win the faceoff. It's pumped in. Gianluca Travia back there to get it. You heard from Gianluca Travia at our intermission report, an interview we did with him prior to the season. And it is icing. Buffalo's not going to love the call. Gianluca Travia kind of overskated it a little bit. But again, the referee said out of his reach, and certainly found its way past the end line before anybody could get there. 10:54 to play. Dylan Hart. Elusive move there from Austin Penzak. And here comes Wesley Austin. He's already scored once here tonight. Fed that one wide. This is Tanner Woodruff. Woodruff back behind the net. Patrick McGinley takes him off the puck well. Looking to clear and does. And this is going to wave off icing. Drexel able to get a full change as a result with 10:15 to play. Christopher Hagan badgering back behind the net as Drexel gets their reinforcements on. Buffalo's going to be able to clear it. Drexel certainly has the numbers back. It's 2-on-2, although Urbani has that roll over his blade. Now big contact as number 8, Cameron Lieber, goes down on the backboards. Puck still in that area. Alex Bauer, number 4, is back there for Buffalo. Or I should say Victor McCutcheon, number 14. And McCutcheon spins on it and fires it back behind the net. Wyeth Cool is there. Cool calmly gets it up to and now out of the zone. Skating onto it now is Aaron Carmichael, no numbers. So he'll pull it up. Loses the puck, but not out. Cool's shot is blocked. Kept in the zone. Well done by Cool, the defenseman for Drexel. That pass, a stick was in the passing lane from
Jamie Crane, and Drexel will get a full line change as Buffalo now pulls it up the ice. Victor McCutcheon taking off the puck well. Drexel comes up with it, 2-on-2. Here's the shot, saved there by Shorthouse, and Schickling didn't get a ton on it. Jim Mikulik keeps it in at the point. Shot is deflected by Schickling. Buffalo able to get it out to the neutral zone, and Church Vera will glide back. 8:50 to play, still 2-2. Drexel with the only goal of this period, and a delay offside as Lim has to touch up. Lim's going to get it back as it rolls over the stick of Cole Schiffman. Kept in there by Lim, fed to the backboards. James Schickling is back there working against Tyler Bennett. Bennett does a great job to take him off the puck, and now it's one-on-one. This is Cole Schiffman. Shot saved there by Wick, and he covers it up. With 8:25 to play, it's Drexel 2, Buffalo 2. A non-conference matchup between two of the better teams across the country in the ACHA. Drexel is going to be called for an icing here. So we'll do it again with 8:18 to play. Face off at the far circle in the Buffalo offensive zone. Face off won by Buffalo, wrapped around the backboards. Austin Bianchi, now there's a shot. Wick was up to task, keeping on that near post. Now Church Vera feeds it up the ice for Dylan Hart. Hart lays out, nice play there. Church Vera is going to come up with it, and Dylan Hart with that effort might have saved the possession for the Drexel Dragons. Whipped around the backboards. Drexel keeps it in. It's Hart again. That right in front. Goal! Christopher Hagan. The assist from Dylan Hart and Patrick McGinley. Give all the credit in the world to Dylan Hart. Dylan Hart just seconds earlier laid his stick and laid out on the ice. It ended up maintaining possession for the Dragons. They moved it into the zone. A beautiful play by Dylan Hart to find Patrick McGinley. And then Christopher Hagan, he's got his second goal of the night. It's 3-2 Dragons. Now Aaron Carmichael up the ice. Carmichael brings it in. Carmichael stays with that puck somehow and is able to send it back behind the net. No Dragons are back there. Buffalo looking to clear, but they can't. Carmichael, a backhanded shot into the belly of Ian Shorthouse. It's been Drexel with the sustained pressure here in the third period. I'd argue that Buffalo outplayed the Dragons in the first two periods, but the third period certainly has been the Dragons' time. The legs are fresh, the opportunities abound, and two goals have made their way past Ian Shorthouse here in the third period. Long pass, Gianluca Travi got himself in the way. Taking off the puck, though, it's Tanner Woodruff, 3-on-2 for Buffalo, takes it through the legs, and he scores! Tanner Woodruff, how do you do? Takes it through the legs, goes to the backhand, and beats Jeremy Wick 5-hole. And that, my friends, is as good as it gets. Tied up at 3 with 7:05 to play. And Buffalo says, you knew we weren't going anywhere. What a hockey game we have here tonight. What skill from the defenseman, Tanner Woodruff. Now Buffalo wins that faceoff. Nathan Runk back behind the net, taking off his skates in a big way. Drexel is able to clear. This will wave off the icing. It won't reach anyway. And with 6:45 to play, we got ourselves a 3-3 hockey game. between two of the nation's best. Nicholas Urbani with it now. Nathan Runk off for Kyle Fiore. Fiore's going to win the race to the puck. Sent in front, nobody there. Nice play by number 19, Cole Schiffman. And that one is sent out of play. Here comes UB. They'll get a full change. Jim Mikulik back behind the net. Mike Churchvara will pull it back as well. Mikulik, a long up ice pass, gets onto the tape of Patrick McGinley, but then he could not control it. 5:45 to play. Mishandle, an opportunity for Alex Bauer. Bauer brings it across. Wick makes the save, and it's to the backboards. Net stays on the moorings. Here comes Drexel. They got a 3-on-2. Churchvara off for Hagen. Hagen's shot was going for the hat trick for the second time this year. Nice moves here for Buffalo. They got 2-on-1. They can't get the pass across. Dylan Hart fighting with Michael Napier. And now it's number 20, Austin Penzak, who can't control it. Wyeth Kuhl comes up with it for the Dragons. Flipped up and in, and this is going to be an icing. Just short of the red line. Wyeth Kuhl let it go. And so Drexel, long on a shift, can't get the change they need. 4:54 to play, third period. All tied up at 3 in what's been an absolutely spectacular hockey game thus far. What a way to come back from a 35-day break. Controlled here by Buffalo, flipped around the backboards for Victor McCutcheon, sent in front. Tanner Woodruff scored a tremendous goal just a few minutes ago. Sent across, and that comes in on Wick. It was deflected in front, and Wick was up to task. So now Drexel gets that shift that they needed. 3 will come off. And now on the ice for the Dragons, Kyle Weller, Aaron Carmichael, Jamie Crane, Nicholas Urbani, and Wyeth Kuhl. Weller and Crane. Tanner Woodruff comes to the red line and whips it around the backboards. Wick is back there, and now trouble in front. Jeremy Wick with a big-time save as there was miscommunication behind the net that provided Buffalo with a wide-open shot in between the circles. Boy, there are a couple times in just about every game where you need your goaltender to bail you out, and that's exactly what Wick did there, as Nicholas Urbani and Wyeth Kuhl did not communicate back behind the net. Buffalo turns on it. Sent across, and Wick got a stick on it. Stays in the rink. Fortunate for the Dragons because here comes the speedy Eugene Lim. 3-on-3s, he makes his way into the zone, and it's poked right back out by the Bulls of UB. Under 4 minutes to go, tied at 3. If we go to the extra period, and this remains deadlocked the rest of the way, we'll have a 3-on-3 overtime. Shot goes just wide. Buffalo was trying to end all that discussion. Now it's a foot race. Buffalo wins the race. Eugene Lim got a stick on it, and now he's back behind the play. Tanner Woodruff. That deflected puck goes back behind the net. Drexel looking to clear, and they will, up to center ice.
James Schickling couldn't control the puck. Turning with it now is Cole Schiffman for UB. That long pass was deflected. Great job by Cameron Lieber to prevent the icing. Now Schaefer's turn was unfortunately off the skate of Schiffman, and they lost possession. Turning on it now, Cole Schiffman. 3-on-2 building for Buffalo. Shot never got off the stick. Nice play defensively by Patrick McGinley. Schaefer continues to badger the Dragons, and they're going to have to play it back. Schiffman delivers a blow to Christopher Hagan into the sideboards, and now here's William Schaefer coming on it. Schaefer has the puck. That shot never gets to the net. Up to the point. Another opportunity here for Buffalo. Drexel desperately looking to clear. And now they do. Save by Wick. 2:10 to play. Nicholas Urbani carries it all the way up the ice. He'll flip it back behind the net as Drexel gets the change. Turning with it now, Austin Penzak. Penzak feeds it up for Victor McCutcheon. Big Victor McCutcheon is hit into the boards. And Drexel will come back the other way after displacing the puck. Kyle Weller will be first onto the puck here, back behind the goal line. Jamie Crane works on there as well. Crane comes up with the puck. Shot goes off the blocker. He was trying to go short side on Ian Shorthouse. Jim Mikulik with the puck. Rolls over his blade, so feeds it back behind for Aaron Carmichael. 1:23 to play. All tied at 3. Shot is saved by Shorthouse with 1:21 to play. Number 25, Cameron Neely will take the face-off, opposed by Cameron Lieber. But not before a timeout. So Drexel will talk things over. Kyle Zoldi, the head coach, TJ Lasig, the assistant. And it'll be Coach Zoldi with the whiteboard in hand this time around. This is the part of the game where you start to see, you've already seen those short shifts and kind of hedging your bets a little bit as well. Are you going to take that chance knowing that you only have 1:21 left? If you pinch too hard, is there a counter opportunity available on the other side? And when you're dealing with either Buffalo or Drexel, you have teams with immense talent. Drexel, I would argue, has had the better of the opportunities here in the third period. But none of that matters. It's 3-3, all tied up. And now on the face-off, Buffalo able to control but not able to clear. Sent across. That one went across the crease but never hit the net. It's a fight on the near side boards. Buffalo unable to clear. Church Vera sends it back behind the net. Buffalo able to control it, looking to clear, and does. Into the neutral zone now, turning on his number 13, Austin Bianchi. Bianchi brings it on, and a bouncing puck could not be corralled by Buffalo. 47 seconds left. Weller's shot is deflected calmly wide by Ian Shorthouse. Long shot into the catching glove. He'll let that one go and keep the play going. Buffalo with patience here as they wait for the perfect time to clear the zone. They get it up to the red line and then clear. 19 seconds left. Drexel deciding whether they want to go for one more run or not. Long pass is controlled by Buffalo,
Opportunity with 7 seconds left. Sent across. That went onto the backhand. Now one last shot. Jeremy Wick makes the save, and that's all we have through 60 minutes. No decision yet here from Philadelphia. We'll go to a 3-on-3 overtime period, and if we still don't have a winner, we'll have penalty shots. So now 3-on-3 hockey becomes very, very interesting. It's more about possession than it necessarily is about taking a chance. Unless that chance is a really good one, it's more about possession. And you'll see teams even fire it back to their goaltender like you'll see in a game of soccer when it's a 3-on-3 hockey game. So who's going to win that initial faceoff? How are they going to manage the possession of the game? And when do they decide to pull the trigger and take a shot on net? It's an entirely different game of hockey when you get to these overtime periods and play 3-on-3. If there does happen to be a penalty, one team would add a fourth man to the ice rather than going 3-on-2. And then up until the point where there's a stoppage, after that penalty expires, it will be 4-on-4. Once that stoppage would occur, two men would leave the ice, one from each team, and we'd be back to 3-on-3. Kyle Weller out there for Drexel and loses the faceoff to number 6, Wesley Austin. Tanner Woodruff is out there as well for UB, along with Michael Napier. Napier has the puck, and Napier gives it away. Mike Church-Vera carries it in on net, and is poked away there by Shorthouse. Church-Vera carries it back in between the circles, and they lost a stick. Napier lost a stick, and they gave away the puck, did the Dragons. Here comes Wesley Austin all alone. Saved by Wick, and the net comes off its moorings. Jeremy Wick, perhaps a preview into the shootout, as that's what that was. Wesley Austin all alone, dekes once, goes to his forehand, and Wick, the lateral movement to take away the bottom half of the net. Changes here for both teams. Eugene Lim comes out for Drexel. Zach Kerbeil is out there for University of Buffalo. Gianluca, or I should say Nicholas Urbani, loses an edge. Drexel gets a change, and it's flicked in there. Cameron Lieber is back there to get it. Dylan Hart defending for Drexel. He's going to come up with the puck after the pass from Nicholas Urbani. Christopher Hagan feeds for Hart. Hart can't get the shot off. It was a great look from number 22, Christopher Hagan. And Nicholas Urbani back into the neutral zone to get it. Good feed up for Christopher Hagan, and makes a shot almost there. Good save by Shorthouse. Nice job to pull that puck and really create the opportunity. And Aaron Carmichael just an unfortunate play there. Didn't realize that he had Dylan Hart in the zone and just kind of cavalierly brought that puck back in. .324 to play in the overtime period. And look at this opportunity. Cole Schiffman comes to the forehand. It was deflected there. He didn't necessarily trust his backhand, and that allowed Mike Church-Vera time to get back into the play. Carmichael, good work in front. Woodruff couldn't get the shot off. Woodruff able to get it back. Austin Extra pass, sent across, saved by Jeremy Wick. Onto the puck of Wesley, the stick of Wesley Austin again. Tanner Woodruff. Woodruff comes onto his forehand and continues to carry it at the far circle. Defended well there by Aaron Carmichael, and Drexel forces them to go all the way back to Shorthouse as Buffalo gets the change. And now, 2-on-1. Back quickly is Eugene Lim with the stick lift on Tanner Woodruff. Not out of danger yet, though. Woodruff has it on his stick. Back for Cole Schiffman. Schiffman able to keep that in the zone. The other man out there is Cameron Lieber for the University of Buffalo. This is Cole Schiffman. It's right in front, and Kyle Weller able to send it wide after the save from Jeremy Wick. Buffalo wanted a trip, nothing called. This one will come on net, and icing will be waved off. Buffalo back up the ice. They have an opportunity here as Drexel switches. Nice play by Eugene Lim. Tremendous. To stick that one away from Austin Penzak. Drexel hasn't had a ton of possession here on this 3-on-3 session of overtime. Now they look to create opportunity. Nicholas Urbani carries it in. Guarded by two defenders, and one of them lost the stick. Right in front. Dylan Hart scores! That's the ender. Dylan Hart in overtime. The assist to Nicholas Urbani, and the Drexel Dragons earn their 17th win of the year. They move to 17-3, 1-1 on the season. And this Herculean onslaught, back and forth all night, is won by the home Drexel Dragons. What a win for this Drexel Dragons team. And oh, by the way, we get to do it again tomorrow. 2:35 p.m. Drexel takes on Buffalo again. We can only be so lucky to see a game like this one. Certainly a lot of respect on both sides here. You see the way Drexel battled all night long. They came back from a 2-0 deficit to get the win, and they salute the fans here this evening. Stay tuned here for the 3 stars of the game, and then for an interview after the fact, a few minutes after the 3 stars with one of the members of the Drexel Dragons hockey team. Excited for that. Kyle Zoldi having a discussion with the official there, the victorious coach of the Drexel Dragons. Again, another historic season here for the Dragons, a tremendous start to the year. So hang with us for a couple minutes here, folks. They didn't announce them over the public address, but we'll give you the 3 stars of the game right here. 3rd star of the game-winning assist, Nicholas Urbani. The 2nd star of the game, 2 goals and another great performance from Christopher Hagan, number 22. And your 1st star of the game, he had an assist, and he's got the game winner in overtime. Number 5, the captain, Dylan Hart. Hang with us for a few minutes. We'll have interviews on the other side here on the Drexel Hockey Network. The Dragons a winner, 4-3 in overtime. Again, we appreciate everybody hanging with us. We'll be back in just a few minutes with interviews with the winning players from the Drexel Dragons. Believed to be, I think we're going to get Nicholas Urbani, we're going to get Patrick McGinley, and head coach Kyle Zoldi, and perhaps another surprise guest. So hang with us. Back here inside the Drexel Hockey Network broadcast booth, Bob Long along with Patrick McGinley and Nicholas Urbani. A big-time win for the boys against the University of Buffalo in overtime. Start with you, Patrick. What's that like to come back after a 35-day break and go back at it against the team, one of the best teams that you're going to see all year?
Yeah, I mean, we had a great break. We all rested up. We came back 100% healthy. We had a great week of practice. We worked hard, and it really paid off tonight. So.
Nicholas, the game-winning assist there at the end. Talk me through how that 3-on-3 overtime period was unfolding, and then what led to you being able to carry it all the way down the ice and create that space.
Ultimately, Jeremy Wick made a lot of big-time saves in overtime. It was a lot of end-to-end, fast-paced action, and just ultimately looked to go wide and look for somebody in the slot hanging out.
Well, and you certainly did that. A wonderful play there, a wonderful game for you guys all night long. What's it like to come out after, like you said, a great break? You got all rested up. What is that like? It's kind of like the beginning of the second season here.
Yeah, we're all super excited. We all were chomping at the bit to get back at it. Shout out to Hags and Hart, two of my lineys out there. We just put a great team effort out there, and it was awesome. So.
What do you see? You guys are going to come back and do this again tomorrow. What's that turnaround like? It's late in the evening here on Saturday night. What's it going to be like to double back? And, you know, I can't say it enough, that Buffalo team's really good, to come back and play them again tomorrow early on in the afternoon.
Yeah, we're just hoping to get rested up tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to sleep in a little bit. We're going to come back, all business ready to go, and we're going to do it again.
Nicholas, last one for you. So you guys now find yourself, you know, in a really good spot heading into the second half of the season. Obviously, the ACHA standings, they are what they are. You have a big set of tests ahead of you starting next weekend in the conference. You know, what does this weekend do for you, and how do you guys feel about where you are right now?
This weekend, it brings a lot of guys back that were hurt, and it gives them a chance to get out there, get their legs loose, and get playing, get back used to playing games before a big league weekend next weekend. And obviously we need both 2 wins and get us going in the right direction towards the second half of the year. It'll be a big start.
You know, I promised it was the last one, but you brought up a good point there. Let's just single one guy out, Aaron back, having Aaron Carmichael. What was that like, Patrick, having him out there?
Oh, man. Gotta love Carms. He's a ball energy out there. It's been great to have him back. We were telling him he looks good in the yellow, so it's been a while, but it's great to have him back. He's really making a lot of stuff happen out there, so it's been good.
Big win for the Drexel Dragons, 4-3. A couple of the guys that made it a possibility, Patrick McGinley, Nicholas Urbani, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Drexel a winner, 4-3. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Cool.
Back with head coach Kyle Zoldi here in the Drexel Hockey Network broadcast booth.
Yes, sir.
Coach, what a game out there, man. How's it feel? 35 days. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's feels good to be back. I think, you know, when you leave for break, everybody's anxious for the holidays and get away for a little bit. But, you know, I think probably I'd give it 10 days into break. I was already itching to get back here. So feels good to get a good week of practice. We had everybody healthy for the first time since probably the second week of the season, 100% healthy, which is nice. And, I mean, you saw it out there tonight. It was a good team effort to get it done. So happy.
I asked Nicholas and Patrick about having Aaron Carmichael specifically back. I know he missed a good part of the first half of the year, and in our talks you kept saying, hey, when he's back, and you can see the impact he has out there on the ice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he just pushes everything down in terms of the depth a little bit, and, you know, really makes us 3 lines deep, I'd say. We made a couple other adjustments just to even out the top 9, and I think we liked it today. Feel comfortable and confident in all of them, and, you know, in our 4th line, when we need a couple big shifts from them, got out there, got some momentum, got some pucks to the net. But yeah, it's great to have Carms back. He's a leader. He's mature, so he does a lot of things for us right. And you know, he's a welcome addition back in the lineup, that's for sure. So.
Quite an interesting matchup that you have here this weekend, University of Buffalo, to kind of lead things back after the break. Yep. Clearly a very, very good team in the NECHL. They went to the Nationals last year, as you guys did, right back near the top of their division as well. You know, what's it mean, and I guess what's the purpose behind, for you and your guys, behind scheduling a matchup like this?
I think it's just that. I mean, we want to test ourselves, especially, you know, we have a tough second half here in league play, and you know, you come back from a break, sometimes you can schedule some easier games. We didn't think that was the route. You know, we want to get right back into it, keep testing ourselves, keep building. And I think we have a really competitive second half here with NYU coming up. Navy and Westchester again, William Patterson again. You know, our league play has gotten a lot more competitive this year, which is good. So I think the message was just we want to keep the foot on the gas and keep testing ourselves, you know. A team goal we had at the beginning of the year was to come into nationals not in the last seed. And so a team like that, we both get auto bids. We need to be ranked ahead of them in the national standings in order to come in at 19 versus 20. So that's a big win there tonight. So.
And Buffalo's going to be thinking the same thing coming in here tomorrow. That's a 235 puck drop, certainly trying to even things up. So what do you see for tomorrow? What's the expectation, and how do these guys get ready in a short period of time?
Well, I'm sure they're not happy about giving up a 2-goal lead, so I would expect them to come out hard. And, you know, our message is we could still be better, I think, tonight. We did a lot of things right, but still a little bit too many trips to the box early on. So we want to clean that up. I think when we play 5-on-5 hockey, we're tough to play against. So we want that to be the message tomorrow, and we're going to bring our best. So we'll see how it pans out.
Best of luck tomorrow, Coach, and I really appreciate you doing this.
Absolutely, Bob. Thanks for having me.
Kyle Zoldi, head coach of the Drexel Dragons, here with us here in the broadcast booth after the big 4-3 win. So we'll see everybody tomorrow. 235 puck drop here from the class of 1923 arena. For Mike Crisafulli back behind the camera, of course, for head coach Kyle Zoldi here as well. I'm Bob Long, saying so long here from Philadelphia, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care.
You're the man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.